Hello YouTube, this is Gaurav here and very warm welcome to my channel. As a beginner in data science, I usually used to rely on Jupyter notebooks on Anaconda to execute most of my machine learning and data science tasks. But at some point when I started learning some advanced concepts, started working on some various projects, it got a bit tedious to work with Anaconda. For any project, I used to create a new environment, download number of dependencies, meeting the environment requirements, and many such things. I guess as a beginner, most of us have sailed in a same boat. So later, I got introduced to Google Colab by one of my friend, and I rarely turned back to using Anaconda again. But initially, it was confusing how Google Colab works, how shall I import my data, what are the benefits, features, advantages, and many more things. Well, I know using Google Colab for the first time as a beginner is a bit confusing. So here I am with this video to take away all your confusion and assure you that after this video, you can easily work on Google Colab. So let's get started.
Collaboratory, or Colab for short, is a Google research product which allows developers to write and execute Python code through their browser. Google Colab is an excellent tool for machine learning and deep learning tasks. It's a hosted Jupyter notebook that requires no setup and has an excellent free version which gives free access to Google computing resources such as GPUs and TPUs. In this video, we'll be going through a walkthrough for using Google Colab as well as explaining its benefits over traditional Anaconda Jupyter notebooks. Now initially when you are here for the first time, you will be directed to this particular page. This has some getting started section which gives a brief information regarding Google Colab. Then later you have data science section, you have machine learning section and many more resources over here which can be used to access various data and syntaxes for that particular code, whichever domain you are in. Now for starting your notebook, it will prompt to sign in into your Google account. So here you need to add your Google credentials, Gmail ID, password, and you're good to go. Now, once you're done adding your credentials over here, now we'll be starting with creating our first notebook on Google Colab. So for that purpose, you need to click here on File. This will prompt three options, which is creating a fresh new notebook or opening a existing notebook which we had previously created, or upload notebook. So when you click on upload notebook, you can upload your notebook from Google Drive, you can upload it from GitHub, and as well as you can upload it from your local PC as well. Now here we'll be creating a fresh notebook to get started. As you can see, a new notebook has been initiated for us by the Google Colab. Now firstly and most importantly, before starting with some coding examples, let's understand the interface first and let's see what Google Colab has to offer us. Now on the top left section, you can rename your notebook. For example, I have renamed it as tutorial. Now below in file option, you can find various options to create another notebook and upload one. Here you can also find the playground mode. Now this playground mode feature is very useful. See, if you have worked on a certain project and you just want to edit a little bit or tweak your existing project, you can open it in a playground mode in which your original notebook will not be affected at all, but the changes made over here are not saved. Without this mode, this task would require to create a separate copy of your notebook and edit the original one, which is time consuming and a bit risky as well. Now coming back to our console, after clicking this file option, you can see other options such as renaming your notebook, moving this notebook to another folder, saving your notebook, and amazing features. Now here we can save our notebook directly to our GitHub, and also we can download our notebook and print as well. Later, this edit option gives us options to play with our notebook cells and include copying, cutting, deleting specific cells, also find and replace and some basic notebook settings. Now the view option over here gives an overall notebook information, table contents, options to hide and show certain outputs. Now heading towards our next option, which is insert option. So this option helps us to create new code cells, new text cells or some code snippets as well. Here Google Colab provides us code snippets if you are stuck somewhere. It helps a lot of code snippets from various domains of applications using code snippets from BigQuery, Cloud API to snippets of generating specific visualization graphs and many more. Later, coming towards the runtime option, we have run all options so that we can run all our code cells as one or run a specific cell or factory reset the whole runtime. Now, the best of best feature why Google Colab is favorite of most of the community members is changing this runtime. So what's special in this? Let's understand why.
You will be surprised to know that Google Colab provides free access to GPUs and TPUs. Training models, especially deep learning ones or any complex ML models, takes numerous hours on CPU. We all have faced this on our local machines, right? So GPUs and TPUs on the other hand can train these models in matter of minutes or seconds.
Colab gives us 12 hours of continuous execution time. After that, the whole virtual machine is cleared and we have to start again. We can run multiple CPU, GPU, and TPU instances simultaneously, but our resources are shared between these instances. Let's have a look at the specifications of different runtimes offered by Google Colab. Here we'll be sharing an information regarding CPU, GPU and TPU instances of free version which is offered by Google Colab. So currently, if I'm not wrong, the CPU instances offered are Intel Xenon processor with 2 GB cores and 13 GB OR RAM, while the GPU is up to Tesla K80 with 12 GB of GDDR5 VRAM, and finally, the TPU offered is Cloud TPU with 180 teraflops of computation. Isn't it amazing?
It costs a lot of money to buy a GPU or a TPU from the market or to rent some computation power. Instead, why not save that money and use Google Colab from the comfort of your own machines? Isn't it amazing?
Now coming towards the next one, which is tools, it gives us some amazing features of changing the format of this console. Now coming towards the settings, you can find the theme option in which you can change the theme from dark to light and vice versa. In the editor option, you can change the font, you can change the color and various things. And in the Colab Pro, you can opt for Colab Pro, which is paid, of course, which offers faster GPUs, longer runtimes, and more memory. Now, the best thing which I felt about Google Colab is that you don't need to install each and every library that you want to explore and use in your local PC, which is a tedious task, especially when you're working on a new project in a new environment where you need to install each and every library and dependencies required for that particular project. Here, most basic libraries such as pandas, numpys, matplotlib are already installed, and say you need to install a new library or you want to explore the new one, you can just execute pip install and the name of that particular library and you're ready to use it. Now the main question and difficulty which every beginner in data science faces is how can we import our data in Google Colab and later we can use it. To be frank, it's very easy to import any data in Google Colab. Now, firstly, you need to add your data in this Google Drive. So you need to log in with the same email ID, which is in Google Colab. So the data can be of any type. It can be of TXT, CSV, or Excel. You just need to add the data in your Drive folder. Now, to import any data from your Drive folder, you will need a Drive access. And how can you get the Drive access? You need to click on this folder option over here. Now, here you can see your Drive folder option. Just click on it and click on connect to drive. Now this will grant you access for your drive. Now once it's done, you just need to refresh this and you can see drive option over here. Now let's execute some demo code summing up the whole process so that you guys have a decent idea about how to import data from Drive using Google Colab as a whole and help you kickstart your journey on Colab platform. So as you can see, we have imported some basic libraries such as importing NumPy as NP, Pandas as PD, and Matplotlib as PLT. So let's execute this. Now here, you can find your data in this drive option. And here I'll be using mobile train dataset. So you just need to copy your path here. Now when you execute pd.read CSV, you need to paste your path of the data set from your drive and execute this. And df.head, we can see the whole data over here. Now, for example, if you don't have any library, say Seaborn, so we can install it using pip install Seaborn and import Seaborn as SNS. Now, just to experiment with our Seaborn library, I'll be plotting a joint plot where x-axis will be our pixel height and y-axis will be our pixel width of our mobile and data will be our df. So let's execute this. And as you can see, pixel width has a good amount of relation with pixel height. So as pixel height is increasing, the pixel width is increasing as well linearly.
Well, that was all from my side, and I hope this video was helpful. Do share this video with your friends or your connections. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, take care, and bye bye.